Hi, Tim here with my day 48 ketogenic diet update. And I'm going to talk about my weight loss shortly, but firstly, I want to continue my series on myths. Another popular myth out there about low carb or ketogenic diets is that it only works while you stay on the diet. In other words, as soon as you go off the diet, you start gaining all the weight again. Well, a couple of things with that. Firstly, that happens for lots of diets, and let's face it, with my very own juice fast, for 56 days I stayed on a juice fast. I lost about 20 kilos, around about 50 pounds I think from memory, and once I went off it I had a really difficult time going off it, and I subsequently gained all the weight back that I lost over that 56 days. Not immediately, it took quite a few months for it to happen, and then more weight on top. So yes, that's a common factor that happens with diets in general, that yes, if you do go off them, if you don't adopt them as a lifestyle, that is the case. So it's certainly not just low carb there when it comes to that. It's certainly anything, any diet that would actually, you'll suffer a similar fate. But the thing is, if people like me, if you're sensitive to carbs, to eating high carbs, you have to make this a lifestyle choice, a permanent thing anyway. And there is no reason that you can't stay on a low carb diet for the rest of your life. That's certainly what my plan is at this stage, is to stay on this indefinitely. Because, frankly, I'm high carb sensitive. So if I eat too many carbs, it causes me to get hungry and I want to eat more and more and more, and the weight just piles on. So I need to do what's best for my body. So if you're in a similar situation and you've tried so many other diets in the past, probably the low carb diet is for you, but it's a lifetime choice. It's a lifestyle choice, I should say. It's something you'll need to stay on for the long term. So I don't think that that's a valid criticism, because it applies to any diet. But unlike a lot of other diets that you go onto, this is a diet that you can stay on, and you don't need to transition off onto something else, because you can survive it. I mean, you're not hungry. Like I said, the juice fast, that you always had to come off the juice fast. At some point in time, you had to come off it and transition to something else. And other diets, if you're starving yourself, if you're having 800 calories a day or 900 calories a day on a low-fat, high-carb diet, same thing's going to happen, isn't it? At some point, you need to wean yourself off that and go back to quote-unquote normal eating, and that's when you pile all the weight on again. So think of low carb or keto as a long-term strategy, a long-term lifestyle choice, and suddenly you're not on a diet anymore, and it's just long-term eating, and you can sustain yourself in the long term with a low carb diet. So there you go, another myth busted. That's 3 of 3 now, and I'll continue more. I'll bring out another myth about low carb and keto in general tomorrow. Weight loss wise, I'm down 0.4 of a kilogram, and that's about 9/10 of 1 pound, so close to 1 pound. Overall, 9.7 kilograms is my total weight loss, and that's, I think it's 21 4/10 of a pound. So my weight has been going up and down over the last week. I have actually lost very little weight. If you chart it back for a week, I've had sort of ups and downs. Basically, I'm very similar. I think I might have lost perhaps half a pound or something over that period of time, 0.2 or 0.3 of a kilogram. But exciting news, I have actually lost 2 inches around my waist and 2 inches around my hips, according to my measurements. And I don't do that every day, but I'm pretty happy with that, because that goes to show that something has been happening. And I've actually got a pair of jeans on today that I haven't worn for a long time. So again, proof. Check your measurements, very important if you're doing this, particularly if you're not getting the results in terms of the scales as you would like. Make sure you're measuring yourself. Now I actually measure myself around the neck. I also measure myself around the chest, waist, and also hips. That's the main areas for me, but if you're doing more strenuous exercise, you might want to start doing your arms and your legs and stuff as well. Because you may not be losing weight, but you might be losing inches around the waist, as I have. So I'm pretty happy with that, because again, that's confirmation for me that I'm still doing the right things and that things are progressing. So I'm feeling pretty good about that overall, I have to say. Alright, I'm going to leave the video there for today. I'll be back with day 49, and that's going to mark my anniversary of my 7th week of keto. So I'm not sure whether I should have a party or not. Perhaps I'll leave that to day 56. Alright, I'm waffling on, so I'm going to stop now, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click this button here. As you can see it on the screen now, that's the like button. Please do that. It helps spread the word and get other people to actually find my videos, which is fantastic. It's a win-win. Also, if you want to comment on my videos, please do so. That's over there, right over there. If you do that, I will actually respond to any questions you might have. And lastly, and probably most importantly, please subscribe. That's right, click that button right there now. You can do that right now while I'm talking, and you can subscribe to my channel, and you'll be updated automatically every time I release a new video, which is often. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with another video soon. Cheers for now.